Guided meditation and relaxation for young people experiencing exams. Before you begin this practice, I want you to find somewhere comfortable, ideally a place where you can lie down or feel fully supported in a chair. It's really important to get comfortable because when we practice meditation, it's easy to get distracted if we have any pain. So ensure that you are somewhere that you feel safe, warm, calm, and relaxed. If there's family around, just let them know that you're going to be taking a little bit of space and time for yourself so you don't get interrupted, and ensure that all your mobile technology and screens are off. This time is just for you. Before we begin this practice, let's get really comfortable. After you've been at school or college or university, you can carry a lot of burdens around with you. Physically, the sitting in chairs all day can cause pain for your back and neck. Sometimes you may have disagreed with your peers and it can leave you with a feeling of anxiety within your body. I just want you to take a moment to get really, really comfortable where you're lying or where you're sat. Move around in your seat, wiggle your arms and legs on your bed, whatever it takes to allow yourself to find a position of stillness. As you're allowing yourself to find that stillness, you may notice that thoughts are rushing into your head. Maybe you had an argument with someone. Maybe you had a disagreement with a teacher. Maybe you're worried about some work that you haven't done. If you find that those thoughts are coming into your mind, that's okay. Acknowledge them, but don't allow them to stay. We can come back to those later. It's really important that right now you just allow yourself the space and the time to just let go. Let's start by taking some really deep breaths that will just allow us to loosen our bodies and allow us to feel a sense of inner calm, a sense of inner stillness, a sense of inner peace. When we start breathing practice, you may notice that it's not automatically simple for you. Don't worry. If you're struggling with the breathing practice, just breathe as normal. This whole practice is dedicated to you feeling better. Make sure that whatever you need, you take. When we learn to deal with our breathing effectively, one of the consequences is we automatically feel calmer. We automatically feel more in control. And even in some of the most challenging of situations, like in exams, we can find ourselves using breathing to really calm ourselves down. You can use breathing exercises whenever you need, and those breathing exercises can be done anywhere you want without anybody noticing. Even if you're in an exam, you'll be able to use this breathing, and it will automatically bring you back to a calm, relaxed, connected space. I really want you to connect with my words. If you start to get lost within any of this exercise, just come back to concentrate on my words. It's my job to guide you. It's my job to keep you safe. And it's my job to bring you back refreshed, relaxed, calm, safe, secure, content. When we start our breathing exercise, we will work in sets of 4. I'll ask you to breathe in through your nose for 4, hold for 4, and breathe out through your mouth for 4. Breathe in for 4, hold for 4, and breathe out for 4. The reason for this is by learning to control our breath, we learn to control our emotional state. From this practice onwards, whenever you feel worried, scared, anxious, afraid, if ever you experience panic, this breathing will come back to you. This breathing will calm you. This breathing will help you find your center. This breathing will return you to a state of coping. So let's begin. Breathe in through the nose. Hold 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathe out. Breathe in. Hold 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathe out. Breathe in. Hold 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathe out. Breathe in. Hold 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathe out. I'm going to keep counting so that you can start getting used to the breathing practice. 3 sets of 4, so remember, I'm going to ask you to breathe in through your nose for 4. I'm going to ask you to hold for 4. Then I'm going to ask you to breathe out for 4. We're going to practice this just for a minute, just so you feel that you're understanding how to control that breath. As I've said, if at any point you feel that it's not working for you, or you feel it's taking you away from my voice, then just return to breathing normally. It's okay. It gets easier with practice. And as long as you practice, soon breathing will be second nature to you. Okay, let's begin. Breathe in 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathe out 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathe in 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathe out 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathe in 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathe out 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathe in 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathe out 1, 2, 3, 4. Well done. On the next set of breathing, we're going to concentrate on every out breath, relaxing your body just a little bit more. You'll notice that every single time you breathe out, you feel like you're sinking deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper into a really calm, warm, relaxed, safe state. Okay. Breathe in 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathe out 1, 2, 3, 4. That's right. Keep going. And now you're noticing that on every single out breath, every time you breathe out, You feel yourself sinking deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper, and you're feeling heavier and heavier and heavier and heavier and heavier and heavier, and your body is feeling wonderfully relaxed. You feel like your body is so still. You don't even want to move your arms or legs, and your neck feels fully supported, and everything feels calm. This might be the first time for a long time that you've allowed yourself to just stop. This might be the first time in a long time that you've allowed yourself to just let go. To just allow yourself to be still, to be calm, and to become deeply, deeply relaxed. Now you're in a warm, safe, relaxed state. And it's important to remember this, because this is a place that you can come anytime you need. This isn't a space that I've created. This is a space that you have found. This sense of peace, this sense of calm, this sense of safety. This is your creation. You have manifested this feeling. And from today onwards, you can manifest this feeling anywhere, with anyone, at any time. From this practice on, you will never, ever forget what it's like to feel deeply, deeply relaxed, calm, safe, content, at peace, safe, and deeply, deeply relaxed. When you are young, it's easy to feel ignored. Sometimes adults around you, from the teachers that you have, even your parents, you can feel like whilst they see you, they don't hear you. And whilst they know you, they don't really understand you. This can feel frustrating. It can make you feel lonely. It can make you feel isolated. It can make you feel like you are someone who hasn't ever really been seen as the true human being that you are, as the true human being you are growing to become. In life, even when we are a young adult, even though we have amassed so much knowledge, even though we are capable of compassionate, loving relationships, even though we are bright, even though we are creative, so often we feel unheard. Because we feel unheard, we grow silent. We don't discuss our true feelings. We don't allow people to see the true person we are growing, we are becoming. With that isolation comes fear. From being a young child, you have been taught a myth. It's a powerful myth. It's a myth that keeps so many of you up at night. It's a myth that you will see talked about again and again. It is the myth of success or failure. Since you were a child, you have had this myth cultivated by others around you. From the moment that you went to primary school, the tables you were placed on, the children that you were sat with, you have been given a powerful message about who is a success, who is a failure, who is average, who is exceptional. You will have seen students labelled with these. Maybe you have been labelled with these. But these are simple lies told to make you believe that there is only a linear way in life, that you succeed or you fail. You have spent your entire life being taught this myth. You have tried to fit your unique shape into boxes that don't fit you at all. You may have discovered that you fit some boxes better. Maybe you're an artist, a mathematician, a scientist, someone who dreams of writing. Maybe some of those boxes, uncomfortable as they may be, still fit you. But those boxes were not designed for you. You are entirely unique. The stress and the anxiety that you may manifest because you believe that you are meant to fit these boxes, that is what is causing your fear. This is what provokes your anxiety. You have been sold a myth about success and failure, and the only way to unpick it is to see that myth for what it is. A lie that has been told for long, long years, a lie that has been told for centuries, a lie that still is told. And the only way to break free of this is to see the myth, is to see the lie with new eyes. You may have exams to take, and those exams may be important to you. But your anxiety, your fear, your worry, that doesn't belong to you. That has been manifested in you so that you believe if you do not succeed, then there is nothing else. There is no possibility. And this drives you to worry. It drives you to work at times, and it drives you to avoid at times. But if you stop seeing it that way, and instead, if you listen to the ration, if you listen to the reason, and you start to accept and reframe that whole situation differently, suddenly you'll see your fear, your anxiety, and your worry are choices that you've chosen to hold onto. You have chosen to allow the lie to fill your being, and now you have become part of that lie. But you can let it go. Your exams are only a measure of what your memory is. Those exams will only measure the tiniest aspect of who you are. So why are you worried about them making you a failure? Or why allow them to define that you're a success? They're a micro value of who you really are. All of the stress and fear, you can let it go. Even when you go into the exam and you remember and you use your memory and you get through them, it really doesn't have the power to define you, whether you ace them or you fail them. What has the power to define you is if you believe the result. If you allow a result to define who you are, then you better be ready to be defined by the world for the rest of your life. Or you can break free. You can allow yourself to define you. Even when a million voices around you shake their head, even when a million fingers around you point at you and say, no, you are young. You can't define yourself. You can't make choices over your life. You can choose to ignore them. Your exams are just moments. They come, they go. If you enter those exams with a sense of peace, clarity, relaxation, calm, and an understanding that they are only a measure of a micro part of who you are, then suddenly they don't seem as overwhelming. In fact, now when you think about those exams, you're seeing it differently. You're not seeing them all together, you're seeing them as individual moments. Individual moments that you will manage. Individual moments that you will make it through. Individual moments that will have a beginning and an end. And you will continue after those moments end to lead a good, happy, content life. No matter what those results say, you are not defined by them. You can always find another route. You are still an amazing, unique human being, and only you can stop believing that, and only you can change the way that truth is. You are an amazing miracle of a human being, and you may not fit the system, and you may fit the system, but you should not let the system define you, and you should not let the system design you. You can take part in the system, but you do not have to become part of the system. And as you allow yourself to stay away from immersing yourself and becoming part of that system, you can let go of all the anxiety, of all the fear, of all the worry, of all that responsibility, and you can just see it as it really is. A momentary marker in your meaning that you can pay attention to or that you can let go of. And in letting go, you can move forward without fear. And in accepting that no matter what those measures are, they do not really measure you at all, you will be free. As your exams draw near, you know that if you work, and if you revise, and if you accept that these are just tests of memory, you will be able to walk through them with relative ease, whether you succeed highly or just manage a pass. All that matters is that you tried. All that matters is that you were there and you did your best. And that's all that will ever matter, as long as you allow yourself to believe that. From this practice onwards, every time you feel afraid, every time you doubt yourself, every time you worry about any of those anxieties and responsibilities, you will hear my voice remind you that you have been sold a myth, but that really you are a miracle of being. Your potential is far-reaching. You only have the limits that you place upon yourself, and no one can measure you except you. I want you to end this practice allowing yourself to connect back with the breathing, so that you can remember that any time you need to relax, you can practice this breathing wherever you are. If you're in an exam, if you're taking a test, if you're in conflict, if you just need some stillness, bring this breathing practice back. In through the nose. Hold 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathe out. 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathe in. Hold 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathe out. Breathe in. Hold 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathe out. Keep going with that breathing for the next minute. Allow yourself to really connect with the way the depth feels. The good, solid feeling of positivity flowing through your body. The relief in realizing that all those worries you had, you don't need to hold them. The knowledge that you always knew, but somehow you forgot. The knowledge that you're enough. The knowledge that you're unique. And the knowledge that no one can ever measure you. Because you're a masterpiece, exactly as you are.